तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी भाषाप्रदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can you increase the volume a little bit? I think this mic is not working properly.
Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all for today's festival of Sri Balaram Jayanti. So before this, we all knew about.
There's some problem with this mic. Is that a mic?
Hare Krishna. So before we come to ISKCON, or we know a little bit more about our Shastras, our Vedic scriptures, we don't know much about Balaramji. Thank you. We don't know much about Balaramji. We all know about Krishna, we know about Ram, we know a little bit about Narsimdev, but Balaramji, not much. We know he is elder brother of Krishna, that much, not beyond that. And now we see that we are celebrating an entire festival which is centered around Balaramji. Now why we have to do that? And what is its importance? Shastras says that there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. They both are same. When Krishna created the entire material world, or even the spiritual world, he extended himself first into Balaramji. And from Balaramji comes all the different forms of the Lord. Whichever form we know, other than Krishna, comes from Balaramji. So Balaramji is the wool. He is the source from where everything comes. We have a photograph put over there behind. You see where we have the gift shop. And just there is a spiritual world shown, and below there is material world which is shown. So all our planetary systems, everything is there in the material world. And just below that, there is snake, right? Which is holding this entire creation. And that snake is Anantashesh. And that is Balaramji. So it is Balaramji who is holding the entire material and spiritual creation. And it is he who sustains everything. There is no difference between Krishna and Balaramji. So today's day is as important as Janmashtami. There is no difference. So Baldev, Balaram, the name Balaram, it signifies Bal. Bal means strength, and Ram means one who gives pleasure or who is very pleasing or charming. That's what Prabhupada used to say, from the name Balaram, we can understand that he is a person who gives us strength to relish the pastimes, pleasing pastimes of Lord Krishna. That is Balaramji. So, we all want to become devotees of Lord Krishna. But to practice that devotional service, we require a bal. Not the physical bal, but the bal or the willpower to practice our sadhana, to do our sadhana. And that bal comes from Balaramji. That's why it's very, very important that on this day, in a very prayerful mood, we should be worshipping Balaramji. Balaramji has various names. He is also called Baladev. He is also called Balabhadra. He is also called Haladhar. Haladhar because he is holding plough, hal, with him. So he has two weapons. One is hal and one is gada, mace. So he is also called Sankarshana. He is called Sankarshan because Sankarshan means attracted. So he gets attracted from the womb of Yashoda, womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. That's why he is called Sankarshana. So Balaramji denotes Guru Tattva. Guru is always heavy. So Balaramji is also heavy. He is the one who gives us instruction how to get Krishna. Because Guru is a via medium between disciple and God. So Balaramji is also via medium between us and Krishna. We cannot approach Krishna without going through Balaramji. It's a fact. Now that Balaramji comes in various forms. He comes in the form of a Guru. He comes in the form of scriptures. He comes in the form of Harikatha. So all these forms, what helps us to approach Krishna is Balaramji. Balaramji also extends in the form of various paraphernalias what we use to worship Krishna. Our bead bag, the very article which we use to practice devotional service every single day, that is Balaramji. The kartal, the mridanga, the harmonium, it's all expansion of Balaramji. So if you see, Balaramji helps us at every point in devotional service to Krishna. Without Balaramji, we cannot approach Krishna. It is only that we don't know about it. Now that slowly we are practicing more devotional service, we are understanding that how important is Balaramji. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is one nice shloka which tells what is the position of Balaramji. It is said, Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tanahara Dvita Deha Sri Balaram Swayam Avatari Krishna Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. Lord Krishna who has so many avatars, but that form of Krishna is the supreme God, Krishna. And Tanahara Dvitiya, so that Krishna which becomes Dvitiya Deha, he becomes Sri Balaram. Now why he takes this form? Eko hi swarupa doya binna matra kaya eka hi swarupa. Krishna and Balaram swarup is same, but binna matra kaya, what is different? Why? Adhya kaya viva Krishna Leela Sahaya. He takes this different form, Krishna Leela Sahaya. Balaramji takes his form to assist Krishna in his pastime. Prabhupada used to say, there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. Only difference is, one is black, one is white. That's the only difference. So Prabhupada used to say, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and Balaram is supreme personality of servitor Godhead. Servitor means who is come to serve. In all the incarnations, Balaramji came as Lakshman in Ram Leela. He came to serve. Balaramji came as Balaramji over here, he came to serve. He came as Nityananda Prabhu, he came to serve. Everywhere you see, Balaramji is showing that how to serve Krishna. And he is taking this position as servant of Krishna. So today, on this very auspicious day, we will discuss four aspects of Balaramji. The first aspect of Balaramji, that he gives us spiritual strength. The second aspect what we will discuss is he is the spiritual master. The third aspect what we will discuss is his service attitude. And the fourth aspect is his sweet pastimes. So 4S: spiritual strength, spiritual master, service attitude, and sweet pastimes. So we start with Prabhuji will take us through spiritual strength.
Hare Krishna. So thank you, San Krishna, for setting the mood. So it is very, very wonderful and auspicious day. So it is said, if you want to progress in spiritual life, the only person who can actually help us is our spiritual master. And spiritual master it starts from our very, very grassroots level, that is Shiksha Guru. Right? And then through Shiksha Guru we get inspired, and then we have a ISKCON, the entire Guru ring. So to reach there, our Shiksha Gurus help us. And it's only through the spiritual master we can get connected to Krishna. So it is said in Bhagavatam, Acharya, Lord tells this to Uddhava, Acharya mam vidaniya na avamanyeta karhachit sarvadeva maya guru na marta buddha suyeta sarvadeva maya guru. So he says that a spiritual master, he looks like a normal human being, right? We have seen our spiritual master in ISKCON, they get old. If you see, there's a sannyasi, His Holiness, His Divine Grace, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. If you see him, has to be handled by so many servants, he cannot walk. So we can think that what is so great? It is really a great personality. How come he's on a wheelchair? He requires so much help. So Krishna wants us, na avamanyate, never ever think him as an ordinary person. He will also one day go back to the spiritual world. He'll leave his body. But Sarva Devo Mayaguru, all the spiritual master, our acharyas, Krishna says they are sum total representative of all the demigods. So that is their position. And Krishna himself is declaring. So we should always respect our acharyas, who happens to be spiritual master for so many people. So when we come to this spiritual life, since we are conditioned, sometimes we get our material nature to this entire process. Instead of getting transformed, since we don't practice that process properly, our chanting is not proper, our reading is not proper. So what happens, instead of getting transformed, that same material tendencies we trying to get it into our spiritual practices. And that's the reason we don't find any difference. Even after practicing this process, sometimes we feel nothing is happening, right? But the problem is not with the process, the problem is with us. So that's the reason if you want to really take advantage of this entire Krishna conscious movement, we have to follow from A to Z everything as our seniors tell us. So there's a very good example. Last Friday, whoever had come, Salish Prabhu had beautifully explained. There are some demons that were killed by Balaramji. So like Prabhu said, Balaramji is our Adi Guru, the original spiritual master. So all the spiritual master you see, they are actually representative of Lord Balaram. So there are certain demons that were killed by Lord Balaram. So in that one is Pralambasura. So His divine grace Bhakti Vinod Thakur, our Acharya, he has written in his Shikshamrit, he has written a book in which every demon that Lord Krishna or Balaram killed, they denote a certain anarthas. So here, Pralambasura, it is said he represents the anartha of lust, the craving for puja, lam, pratishtha. Right? Everybody of us here, whether we go to office, school, nowadays even children, they are taught you should be number one in your class, you should become the monitor, you should become, right? These are the kind of training, right? And they, from childhood only, they are taught that you have to be number one. Even in school, that in office, then we take the same mentality to office. And then by the mercy of Prabhupada, we get to get connected to devotees. But when we come here, that mentality continues. I have to be the best devotee. Actually, Prabhupada said, you should be the best, but you should always consider yourself last. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj gives a beautiful quote. Advanced devotee is one who has the mentality of a beginner. He always thinks, I am still at the beginning stage. Even when he advances, but still, no, I have got to learn. So this Pralambasura, he came on the, like Kamsa Ishu said, so he came to kill Krishna. So what he did, he came to know that Krishna is very, very close to his coward friends, his Gwal Bal. So what he said, what he did, he disguised himself as a coward boy. All these Asura, they had this mystic power. They could change their body, they could take any form. So what he did, he took the form of a coward boy. And Krishna and Balaram, when they used to go in the forest, they used to leave the calves for grazing and they used to play. Wonderful, right? Like for us, when we go to school, we only have 10 minutes recess and then you have to study. But there, it is recess throughout. The cows go grazing and they play, and they have very good, they wrestle, they have this tug of war, we had, right, in picnic, tug of war, all such wonderful kind of play, what you call, they had recreation they used to have. So that day when Pralambasur came, that day they were playing wrestling match, and there were two teams, one was Balaram and one was Krishna's team. So Pralambasur somehow got in Krishna's team, and the match was like whoever they will wrestle with each other, one person from Krishna's team, one from Balaram, and whoever loses, that person has to carry that person on his back and go. So now Pralambasur was on, dressed like a coward boy, cannot make out any difference. Krishna knows, Balaram knows, but others they don't know. So he was put in a match with Balaram, and as you know, Pralambasur, he won. He had to carry Balaram. That means he lost. Yeah, Balaram won the match. So after everything was done, now Pralambasur has to carry Balaram, and they have to just walk along with everybody. But after walking for some distance, suddenly Pralambasur with Balaram on his back started running in a different direction. So what was his plan? That I will kill Balaram, and when Balaram is no more, Krishna out of, he will be Viraha, he will also give up his body. So as he started running with Balaramji, suddenly Balaram wondered, why is he going in a different direction? It is just a game, right? So we have to all walk together. Now here it's not that Balaramji doesn't know, it is the Leela of the Lord. Balaram is the Supreme Lord. Just like Prabhu explained, there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. It's just the color. It's the first expansion. So as he started running, Balaram started becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. And as it started becoming heavier, this person, Pralambasur, had taken the form of the coward boy. He knew, now I cannot carry Balaram with this form. So he manifested his real identity. So here, Bhakti Vinod Thakur beautifully explains that many a times he connects it to us. Many a times we come to this moment disguising our actual identity. Because we see everybody here is looking very nice, chanting, kantimala. So if I show my real identity, maybe I won't be accepted. Right? So we hide our identity and we try to be a good devotee, which we are not. and we hide the anarthas within us. Only see, when you go to a doctor, when can the doctor treat you? When you tell him what is the problem, right? If you have a blood pressure and you say, no, my everything is proper, can the doctor treat you? No. So similarly, if you really want to progress in this Krishna conscious movement, we have to actually reveal our heart. Otherwise, like Balaram, we will be one day out of this entire movement. So, as Krishna and Balaram started becoming heavier and heavier, he took his original form of the demon. And then, what did Balaram do? Just with one fist, he knocked down his head and Balaram was knocked down. So, this is how it is. So, our Guru actually helps us get rid of all our anarthas. So, it is our duty that we should always we should reveal our heart to our seniors. Any problem that we have, any anartha that we are facing, which is not helping us move in devotional service, we should reveal. Like there is a very wonderful story which I had shared before, but like there was a hunter who went to a forest where hunting was not allowed. But what he did, he was very adventurous. He liked to do which is not allowed. We are there, right? We are not allowed to cross certain speed, but there are such bikes today. We ride at 100, 120 speed. So there are such human beings in Kali Yuga. So what he did, he hid a gun under a big coat, went to a jungle where he should not hunt, and he killed a jackal. And the moment he fired, what happened? The sound alerted the forest officer. And immediately the forest officer came. So what this person did, he took that jackal, half that jackal, and hid him under the coat. And the coat was very big. And the forest officer came and said, yes, I heard a noise, firing noise. So did you hear? He said, no, I'm just strolling in this jungle, very nice. So he started talking. And as he was talking, the jackal who was half dead started eating that person from within. And he asked him, are you the one who fired? No, where? I'm just walking, nice forest. He just wanted to wait till the forest officer goes and he'll run away. But what happened? That conversation took little time and the jackal almost ate him from inside. And when the forest officer went, he just fell down dead. Why? Because it represents, when a spiritual master comes to us, he is asking, how is your bhakti? How is your chanting? How is your reading? Do you attend? Yes, everything. I get up Brahma Muhurat, 16 rounds. Ekadashi, 64 rounds. I finished Bhagavatam. Now second time I am reading. Everything. Devotee, how you treat devotee is very nice. So spiritual master is actually asking, inquiring so that he can help us. If there is anything lacking, he can guide. But our ego is so strong, we don't want to reveal. We are saying we are first class. Whatever you say, I am doing exactly like that. Even you must be not chanting also, must be not even getting up. But just to maintain his image so that I get good response, everybody honors me, gives me respect, we say, I do this, I do that. So similarly, what happened? The moment the forest officer went, because the jackal had eaten him up, he fell down dead. So here the jackal represents our anarthas. That forest officer is the spiritual master. So the spiritual master is coming and asking, how is everything? No, everything is fine. But the anartha is eating us from inside. And one fine day what will happen is the anartha will eat us so much that we will fall down dead in bhakti. So we should always make sure. So Balaram ji is actually coming to help us. All this representative of the spiritual master of Balaram, Lord Balaram, they are here to help us. And there is nothing. And it is not that you go and tell everybody. You should, like Prabhuji that they shared, you should have one friend in your spiritual life where you can actually open your heart. Always don't make a mistake that you go out or you take a mic and announce, I have this problem, I do this. No. You should have that one friend in your spiritual life where you can actually tell, seek help. And that friend also should be very, very confidential. It's not that he listens from you and goes and tells, that devotee, he was telling me, and he blasts. No. That friend also should be very confident, who really helps you. And that is the spiritual master. So, this is Pralambasura. So Pralambasura, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, is one who represents lust. Lust for name, fame, pratishtha, puja, love. So, actually when we come to the spiritual world, we should, process, we should know that only person who deserves all this is Krishna. And even if we get all this while we do our sevas, we should immediately pass on this to our spiritual master, who will, in due course of time, it is Krishna, and we should not accept anything else. So, and we should not take spiritual life or spiritual master lightly. What does that mean? So there's a beautiful story. Once there's another demon killed by Lord Balaram. He is with the gorilla. Gorilla means ape. So this gorilla, Dvida, it is even mentioned in Bhagavatam. He actually helped Lord Ramchandra during conquering Ravan. So he had a very long life. So he was part of Lord Ramchandra's army. So imagine he had assisted Lord Ramchandra and he was killed by Lord Balaram. So what happened? It is said how he became from a devotee who helped Lord Ram, how he became an asura which had to be killed by Lord Balaram. So first it is mentioned that he took wrong association. So don't think that by chanting, by coming to satsang, after you go out, if you do not take care of your association, that you will continue. It is very, very important what has to be done in spiritual life, the do's and the don'ts. If you do the do's, but if you do not take care of the don'ts, again it is of no use. Like Friday, we have satsang, and Saturday is a weekend, right? And in Goa there are a lot of weekend parties happening. So if you think, okay, I have already anti-virus, I have chanted my rounds, I have read everything, so anti-virus is on. So in the night I can go for a nice weekend party or a club. What will happen? It will drain. So what did this gorilla do? So what did gorilla do? He actually took association of Narkasur. He became a good friend of Narkasur. So even though he helped Lord Ramchandra, after that incident, he took help, became a friend of Narkasur. Now Acharya explains us how did he degrade from devotee association. How did he become to non-devotee association? So what happened when the war was going on? We all know the famous incident where Lord Lakshman, again the spiritual master, okay, Balaram comes with Krishna, Lakshman comes with Lord Ram, and in Kali Yuga, when Lord Nityananda, with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Prabhu comes. So when he was shot, the air was shot by Meghnad, right? What happened? Arjuna was unconscious. So what did this Vida gorilla think? He thought, if Lakshman is God, how can a simple arrow make him unconscious? Right? We have such doubts, no? If Krishna is Lord, how can he was also hit by an arrow when he was winding up his pastimes? So that doubt came into him, and he actually felt maybe Lord is Ram, Lord Ramchandra is God, but Lakshman is an ordinary person. And then not only that, Lord Hanuman had to go and get Sanjeevani, and then only he was revived. So if Hanuman is a servant and he can revive Lord Lakshman, that means this Lakshman is an ordinary person. So that one incident, that one offense to the spiritual master actually made him degrade from being a devotee to a asuric pravriti. So he got into demonic mentality. And when he became such, and we know that Lord Krishna killed Narkasur, right? When he had kidnapped 16,000 queens, Lord Krishna went and rescued. And when he rescued, he killed Narkasur. So now for this gorilla, he felt Narkasur is my friend, okay, and Krishna is killed him. So it is my duty to take revenge. See what wonderful friendship. So he goes and around Dwarka, that entire Dwarka area, he starts creating a havoc. And entire havoc. He goes and uproots the trees, he sets fire on the nearby villages, and that Dwarka, which is near the seashore, he creates such havoc that entire water comes inside, lot of flood. And while doing this, one day he reaches Revata mountain where Lord Balaram ji is having a pastime with his set of gopis. So Lord Krishna has his set of gopis and Lord Balaram has his set of gopis. So he goes there and Lord Balaram is nicely enjoying. So what he does, he starts, it is a wonderful mountain with lot of trees. So what he does, he starts cutting up the trees and starts hurling at Lord Balaram. But it doesn't affect Lord Balaram. Then what he does, he sees all those gopis there, the girlfriends of Lord Balaram. He starts behaving in a very, very unruly manner. He starts undressing himself and starts to show his lower side and all. So Balaram ji gets angry and what he does, he just takes a big boulder and strikes at that gorilla, that he saves himself. And then finally what he does, all the trees which are there on that mountain, he plucks and starts hurling at Lord Balaram. And finally when all the trees are over and he has nothing to attack Balaram ji, then they have a wrestling fight. And we know, nobody can defeat Lord Balaram. And finally Lord Balaram, after having enough of entertainment, he just knocks down this gorilla. So here also we understand that when you consider your spiritual master to be an ordinary person, he is the person who is actually coming to connect you to Krishna. But when you consider that he is an ordinary person, that is the time we actually get thrown from this entire process. So always remember that our spiritual master, what you call, Guru Krishna Prasad Paya Bhakti Lata Beach. Only through this Guru we get the seed of devotional service. And if we insult or if we offend that same spiritual master, then we are thrown out completely from the process. Lord can tolerate anything. Lord can tolerate anything, but any offenses to Vaishnava, he will never tolerate. Even Prabhupada says that shloka which comes in Bhagavad Gita, Api Tet Suduracharo. Durachar is very bad person, but Sudurachar, who is very, very, means totally in sinful activities. But if Krishna is ready to forgive even such a person, but one who offends his devotees, there is no more chance. You are totally out. And then similarly, there is another incident of Romaharshan. So Romaharshan, when when Mahabharata war was going on, Lord Balaram did not take part because he had some affinity towards Duryodhana. And on the other side was Krishna. Right? So he said, I don't want to party anybody. आप लोग लड़ो, जो जीतेगा वही सिकंदर. Okay, I don't want to take part. Right? So he went. So as he was traveling, he passed Naimisharanya, and there what happened? Like the way Prabhuji is sitting on Vyasasana, Romaharsha was sitting. And when Lord Balaram came to the assembly, everybody stood up, offered their obeisances. But what did Romaharsha think? I am sitting on Vyasasana. So for me it is not necessary to offer obeisances. Now he is discussing Bhagavatam. He is offering glories of the Lord, and when the Lord is come there personally, he was not ready to stand. So this was a very big offense. So what did Lord Balaram do? Just he picked up a kusha grass and there itself he killed Romaharsha. Just to set an example that no matter how learned you are, maybe you are sitting on Vyasasana, but when it comes to Lord, we have to offer all our obeisances. That's the reason he always said at the altar where there is Archa Vigraha, we should never offer obeisance or dandavata to other devotees because Lord is sitting there. Okay, it's an offense. When the altar is open, you are in front of the Lord. Even when spiritual masters come, you can offer your obeisances in mind. Mansik dandavata you can do, but in front of the Lord, we should not offer obeisance to anybody else except the Lord. And so Romaharsha, what he did, and just to set an example for us that we don't commit such, Lord Balaram ji actually killed Romaharsha. So these are certain incidences which show that how we should always give our most top priority to the Supreme Lord and the spiritual master who connects us to the Supreme Lord. And Lord Balaram ji is the most what you call is the representative, is the source of all the gurus. So today is the best day. We all want to get connected to Krishna, right? And it is only possible through the medium of Guru. So let us all pray to Lord Balaram that lot of lifetimes we have spent in this material world. Today on this auspicious day, where he is very very happy because he, like Prabhu said, he has Bal and he has Hal. Hal is the plow. So बलराम जी के पास बल भी है और हमारे सारे समस्याओं का हल भी है. And the biggest hal is getting connected to Krishna. The solution, we are suffering in this material world because we are not connected to Krishna. So let us pray to Lord Balaram ji to please give your mercy to become very sincere, practice this process very sincerely, reveal our heart to our Shiksha Gurus, our spiritual master, and overcome our whatever impediments that are there on our path to bhakti. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
So the second is
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sultan Prabhu. So the second is after. So Prabhu ji discuss about the first S, which is spiritual master. So the second is what we are going to discuss is the spiritual strength. Now as we said, Balaram, Lord Balaram ji gives us Bal. Right. After coming to devotional service, we come to satsang because we have some tendency to serve the Lord. That is why we come for satsang. थोड़ा सा एक spark रहता है. I want to know something beyond. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi. I'm tired now. It's the same old thing. I want to know what is beyond. पैसा भी कमा के हो गया, मिला नहीं मिला, finish. Relationships going on, TV बहुत देख लिया, picture वही दिखाते हैं. I want to know something more. Only intelligent people have that spark. कि मुझे और चाहिए life में कुछ. As Prabhuji said, everyone wants to be monitor first. So when you keep thinking like that, you also start thinking what I am doing with my body. Everyone is doing. Just now there was one drunk man who came over there because I can see the door. He just saw I did like this. He danced a little bit and he went. So even he has the body. He also drank something. We will drink Charnamrit now. He also drank Charnamrit. He also has five senses. We also have five senses. He is using it in the way we saw it, which is very abominable. We are using it in a certain way. So we, at one point of time, we start thinking, why, what should I do? What is the best I should do with this body? Tell me that. मुझे वो चाहिए. And then you start searching for God. That time we don't have any conception of God. We don't know how God looks like. God is light, God is air. What is God? We don't know. That spark is there. And when we have that spark, Krishna, who is sitting as Paramatma in our heart, directs us. Then we come in some association, we come in some program, somehow we get a Bhagavad Gita, we start knowing the process. Slowly we start practicing the process. Then you come for ISKCON programs. Then they said, oh, what is the first thing we ask or we give someone when we come for ISKCON program? Mala important hai, Mala japte rehna chahiye. So first thing is we give Mala, so start chanting Hare Krishna. Then we say start reading Bhagavad Gita, start reading Bhagavatam, keep coming for our programs, don't miss it. You don't come one day, you get a phone call, bhai aaye nahi aap, kya ho gaya? Right? What we discussed yesterday. Association, books, chanting and DT worship. What we did today in the start of the program. We become 2 rounders, 4 rounders, 10 rounders, 12 rounders, 16 rounders. And we are chanting, we started putting tilak, Kantimala also comes, Dhoti Kurta also, we wear Dhoti Kurta, Mataji's wear sari. And anyone who comes new, look at us and he feels, my God, he's so advanced devotee. I'm talking about myself, okay, you all are advanced devotees. So everyone look at me and they feel, oh, he's so advanced devotee. He must be really looking Krishna, means Krishna will be coming every day in his dreams. You know, that's what other people feel. But the sadhaka who is practicing devotional service, thank you for your efforts. But the sadhaka who is practicing devotional service, he knows what turbulence is going in his heart. अंदर एकदम wrestling चल रहा है, माया में और मन में, माया में और मन में. Krishna is watching. Maya is telling, leave all this. Go back to your old things. Kitna maza aata tha. It was so much fun to do all this. Why you put so much restrictions? बांध के क्यों रखा है? Be a free bird. You know, they have all those dialogues nowadays. Be a free bird, fly in this air, enjoy life. जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. Right? But your other side, it is saying what? जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा भाई. Don't waste your time. एक ही life. उसके बाद 84 million species. We don't know what I will become. I'll become an amoeba. I'll become a plant. I'll become some species which cannot speak. Don't waste your time. क्यों कर रहे हो ये सब? So those anarthas keep coming up. It's like a fish which is popping out from the sea. Tuk tuk. These anarthas will keep coming up, and we know it is not right. Somewhere deep down in our heart, we know I should not be doing this. What my mind is telling me. I know I should be lifting my beads in the morning and chanting in Brahma Muhurat. I know I should spend half an hour reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. I know certain 4 regulative principles, I should be avoiding those things. But, bal nahi hai. There's no bal to do it. Right? We all know it. I also. There is no bal. That strength is not there. And Balaram ji gives that strength. As Prabhuji said, spiritual master gives that strength. So today we have to pray to Balaram ji. Today is the day of recommitting our vows. Lord, I came here. Thank you very much. You showed me the way. Now since you showed me the way, you only give me the strength. And I will endeavor sincerely. It's not that you give me the strength and I sit and feedback will automatically come. It will go in my hand. Automatically everything will happen. No. We have to take that one step. And then Krishna, then Balaram ji will give us that spiritual strength. So today is the day actually to ask for that fire within. वो spark था ना जिसकी वजह से हम यहाँ आए, वो spark को fire बनाना है. Then only we will become something. Otherwise, we also will become like, we come for satsang, very good, it was very nice, and then we go back to our old things. Right? We will become like that. We should not become like that. We should convert that spark into fire. That fire should burn all our anarthas. Right? If gold, we have to remove gold out. Some jewelers are here. They have to put that gold in fire. When that fire, it melts that gold, and from that molten gold, some very nice ornaments can be made, which can be offered to the Lord. Right? So like it's like that. If you want to even become an engineer or a doctor, how much you have to study? कितना पढ़ना पड़ता है? Entrance test, उसका भी पेपर लीक हो जाता है, उसके बाद वापस जाओ, इधर जाओ, उधर जाओ, यहाँ एडमिशन नहीं, उधर एडमिशन नहीं. So much we struggle only to get into one college. Now we have to go to the spiritual world. You think it is just like that? Easy? It's not easy. Right? At the same time, it is not difficult also. Because in Kali Yuga, the process of going home back to Godhead, Lord has made it very simple. Lord has concentrated everything in Harinam Sankirtan. So when we do Harinam Sankirtan, when we raise our hands and chant the name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Every Hare Krishna mantra that we are chanting, that small spark of devotion what we have, we are supplying it oxygen. We are giving it oxygen, so that spark, it becomes a big fire. But when we have this anarthas which comes out, lust, greed, envy, anger, it puts water on that spark and it burns off. It becomes, cold fire. So when we pray to Balaramji, it helps. He helps us. He helps us and gives us that strength. And we all know, for each one of us, our moment of test and our moment of trials are different. We all know it. And time and again it comes up. And that is the time we have to pray to Balaramji. Balaramji also killed one demon, Dhenukasur. And Dhenukasur came in which form? He came as a donkey. Right? So Balaramji killing Dhenukasur represents Balaramji also removes the donkey mentality. What is there in me? What is donkey mentality? What donkeys are famous for? They work very hard, foaming at the mouth. You know, they say in olden time there were stories, donkeys working with the dhobi to get some grass. But that grass is available outside also, he doesn't know that. He feels grass is there only with the dhobi. I am also with that. Right? I am also working day and night for getting some grass. So when we have this mentality that I will do something, it doesn't work. But when we take shelter of Guru in the form of Balaram in the form of Guru, he removes this donkey mentality. Donkey mentality is not only working for some material thing, it is also hankering for some imaginary things. That is donkey mentality. You know, that story is there, and I will not tell you. Short story, owner telling, I think that donkey, one donkey asking other donkey, why you are working with this person so much, he is loading so much weight on you. That donkey says, one day I heard this owner saying one line. Which is that line? He said, he told to his daughter, this owner told to his daughter, next time you fail, I'll get you married to that donkey. And that's why I'm working hard. One day that girl, that daughter of my owner will fail and I'll get married to her. These are all conceptions which will never come true. We have so many such conceptions. So this is called donkey mentality. Also one donkey mentality is, donkey makes noise. He makes very different noise, very disturbing noise. So this noise is compared to gossip, what we do. We like to gossip, we like to talk about others. Two people will meet and talk about whom? Third person who is not between them. That's why it should a rule. We should never talk about someone who is not present unless it's not going to help him. Never. That is gossip. Gossip means talking about third person. 5 people meeting and talking about 6th person who is not with them. That is gossip. And Shastra says that gossip is like donkey noise. Donkey making noise, very irritating noise. And in spiritual circle, this noise is not very good. So we have to pray. I know it's not right to gossip, but there is so much tendency in me to gossip. बहुत मजा आता है gossip करते हुए. So we have to pray to Balaram ji today, Lord. So many lifetimes I'm addicted to gossip. Please help me to remove this gossip tendency. Let me only think about you. Manchit madagata prana, bodhayanta parasparam, katayantascha mam nitya, tushyanti cha ramanti cha. When two devotees come, they talk about Krishna, not about gossip. But Balaram ji, please help me. So today is the day of prayers. Before we go for Janmashtami, Balaram Jayanti comes so that we pray to the Lord. Right? So here, if you see the second S, Krishna gives us the spiritual strength. Spiritual attitude. So Prabhuji will quickly tell us about spiritual attitude. It's very important.
So basically, so as we know, the reason why Lord expands himself in Balaram ji is because Lord Balaram ji is Savior Bhagwan. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead to enjoy, and Balaram ji is the Supreme Personality of Godhead for servitorship. So Lord Balaram ji serves Krishna in 5 rasas. So we also have a particular connection with Krishna, our constitutional position. It is already there in us. So when we actually go back to the spiritual world, our offer letter is already printed, right? We are either in Shantaras, Dasya, Satya, Vatsalya or Madhurya. But there is one amazing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Because this constitutional position cannot be changed. Every Jiva's constitutional position is already fixed. But why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy? Because if you want to go to Golok Vrindavan, we have to be at the level of Sakyaras. In constitutional position of friendship. So, Lord Balaram ji in Shantaras, he actually becomes the entire Vrindavan Dham. The abode which you see is nothing but Lord Balaram. So, the mukut, the flute, the padukas, the garments which you see Lord Krishna wearing, it is Lord Balaram. Because nobody can create such wonderful other than Lord Balaram ji. You can go to the best branded store. We heard recently when one of the millionaires got wed, his son got She gifted watch worth 2.5 crore and all, right? Our His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj had attended. He was like one of the most respected dignitaries there, and they said like Maharaj was also gifted this watch 2.5 crore. But when Lord Krishna, when he has to wear something, nobody in this material creation or spiritual can prepare anything like Lord Balaram. So Lord Balaram becomes Lord's garment, his flute, his crown, his padukas, and the entire spiritual world is Lord Balaramji. So that is how he serves him in Shantaras. Shantaras means there is no exchange which is physical, like the Yamuna, the trees, they are all in Shantaras. Then Sakyaras. So Balaramji is elder brother of Krishna. So they also have nice friendship among them. They sometimes, we know, right, when Lord Balaram, Krishna ate little mud, who went and complained? Balaramji went and complained. It happens, right? Where there are two brothers, they go and tell the mother the complaints. So similarly, they have such kind of exchanges. And then Mother Vishala came, told Krishna to open his mouth. So as a Sakya, in mood of friendship, they fight with them, with each other, they play everything. And as Dasya, whenever Krishna is tired, Lord Balaram massages his feet. And similarly, even Krishna massages. But most of the time, who is serving? Lord Balaram is serving. Then Vatsalya again, as an elder brother, he is always concerned about Krishna. So he'll say, today is Janmashtami, no going outside. Okay, we have already prepared your cake, everything. And whenever he is in the forest, he'll always make sure that Krishna is safe. Because what happens, who comes to Vrindavan? All the Asuras keep coming, right, to kill. So Balaramji is always very, very concerned for Krishna. So as Vatsalya, he has that praying. So he is always taking care of Krishna. And Madhurya, thus, he actually is taking the form of Ananga Manjari. She is younger sister of Srimati Radharani. So as Balaramji, he cannot directly enter the rasa dance, right? So what he does, he takes the form of Ananga Manjari. Who are Manjaris? Manjaris are those who assist the elder gopis, right? So he takes the form of Ananga Manjari, and whatever help Radharani requires to give pleasure to Krishna, Ananga Manjari does that seva. So this is how Lord actually serves Krishna in all these different rasas. So Shantaras, Sakyaras, Dasya, Vatsalya and Madhurya. And if we want to reach Golok Vrindavan, the topmost planet in the spiritual world, and be part of all these entire beautiful rasas, we have to be at least at the level of Sakyaras. Because at the level of Dasyaras, we will enter the Vaikuntha planets, where Lord Krishna is the king of Dwarka, king of Mathura. But in Vrindavan, he is just an ordinary coward boy. And this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's biggest mercy that is available only to the Gaudiya Vaishnava, that even if you are at the level of Shantaras, which is your constitutional position, you can get it upgraded by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, yes, these are the different rasas that Lord Balaram serves Lord Sri Krishna.
Yeah, so the last point is the sweet pastimes of the Lord. Now there are many pastimes of the Lord, some we have already discussed, of killing the demons. But other than killing the demons, Balaramji also does some pastimes which are very, 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 very deep. Like if you go to Nandagaon, which is a place where Krishna was there, Krishna Balaramji were there before they went to Vrindavan. So even today in Nandagaon, we have a big temple in Nandagaon, and those of you all who have gone, in that temple there is entire family. So we have Krishna Balaram, we have Mata Yashoda, we have Nanda Maharaj, we have two friends of Krishna, and we have other associates of Krishna. One very peculiar thing about this temple is we will not be able to identify who is Krishna and who is Balaram. Because Yashoda Maiya used to dress Balaramji same as Krishna. They used to dress everything same, clothes same, they are more mukut, everything same. And she used to do this because if demons come by chance, because a lot of demons were coming that time, demons should get confused who is Krishna and who is Balaram. So by doing this, at least 50% chances that demons will not attack Krishna. Now if you think about this, this is the mood of sacrifice by Balaramji. How you can every day there were demons coming, and that time there was no photograph. Balaram comes us to only tell there will be a more mukut, there will be this type of garments, there will be a murli, and that is Krishna. You have to kill. So Mother Yashoda is to dress Balaram like Krishna, and Balaram is to get himself dressed like that, just to protect Krishna. So the entire mood of Balaramji is to serve Krishna. The entire mood of Balaramji is to protect Krishna. And same is what we have to ask to Krishna, to Balaramji. Please give me that mood. Give me that mood by which I can serve Lord Krishna. Give me that mood by which I can be of some seva to Lord Krishna. So there are many pastimes, like one pastime where Balaramji killed Romharshan Sud. Romharshan Sud was, as Prabhuji told, he was giving Bhagavatam class and he didn't offer him datar. And that's why Balaramji killed him. Now it's not that Balaramji was angry because of that, but Balaramji wanted to set some standard, because you have to give respect to the spiritual master, which Romharshan Sud did not. So in that pastime, he killed Romharshan Sud by just taking a blade of grass, just some grass, and he killed Romharshan Sud. In the next incarnation, Balaramji incarnated as Nityananda Prabhu in Chaitanya Leela. And the same Balaramji, who was very powerful, yes, Nityananda Prabhu was also very powerful. The same Balaramji used to set very high, big standards. The same Nityananda Prabhu, he became extremely merciful in giving kripa of Krishna to everyone. The same Balaramji, in the form of Nityananda Prabhu, he took the blade of grass, and they say that when you are very humble, you keep that blade of grass between your teeth like this. That's a sign, that's what it is mentioned in the scriptures. You keep the blade of grass between your teeth and go and request someone to do something. Because when you keep the blade of grass between your teeth, you can't speak anything, it will fall down. So you don't speak, you just go and you request that person, please do this. So Nityananda Prabhu was like that. He used to go and please and pray and back to everyone. For what? Just chant Hare Krishna. Bhajo Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhanapran. The same Balaramji who came in Treta Yuga and he exhibited this form of his, the same one comes in Kali Yuga when we all are here as Nityananda Prabhu. And he is extremely merciful. When Jagai Madai came, Jagai Madai, you know the pastime, Jagai Madai hit Nityananda Prabhu with a pot, and Nityananda Prabhu's head was bleeding. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know about it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he got his Sudarshan Chakra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to do everyone's uddhar, but looking at Nityananda Prabhu bleeding, he became so angry that Sudarshan Chakra he called, and Sudarshan Chakra came on his finger. But because of Nityananda Prabhu, Sudarshan Chakra was not leaving his finger. Nityananda Prabhu fell at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he said, Lord, I just want to remind you why you came in this Kali Yuga. You came to deliver everyone. If you kill Jagai Madai, you have to kill everyone, because everyone is Jagai Madai. Only this Jagai Madai is externally exhibiting their symptoms. But that's not the purpose of your incarnation, your Yuga Avatar. You have come here to deliver everyone. So you have to give your mercy to them. And because Nityananda Prabhu told the name of Jagai Madai to Krishna, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered Jagai Madai. Later, Jagai Madai became topmost devotees. But all this happened because Nityananda Prabhu recommended them to Krishna, not otherwise.
So the same Balaram ji is accessible to us in the form of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is extremely merciful. Chaitanya Charitamrita again and again say we cannot approach Krishna without getting mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu, we have so many pastimes where he used to go in every house, knock every house and beg at all the householders, please chant Hare Krishna. Please chant Hare Krishna. And that is the mood of all ISKCON devotees. We are all associates, not associates, we are all helpers of Nityananda Prabhu. And that is what we have to do. Just this small place will not be able to flood the world with Harinam Sankirtan. But if each one of us go out and give this message to the very next person or every person whom we meet, then one day this whole world will be flooded with Harinam Sankirtan. We want to get Ram Rajya, but we don't want to be part of it. But we are getting this wonderful opportunity, and it is not very difficult. Nityananda Prabhu used to go and just ask someone, just chant Hare Krishna, that's it. And then by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna and that person will get purified by the mercy of Krishna. What he has to do is only chant Hare Krishna. That is the mercy of Balaram. So on this day, we have to pray to Balaram ji, Lord, please help me in taking this message of yours. The very reason that you incarnated in this Kali Yuga, please help me to assist you. I want to do something for you. That is the prayer we have to do today. Every festival is a day of prayers. Of course, it's a day of festivity where we see the nice things, we dress nicely, we do abhishek, we have very nice prasad. But deep in our heart, we have to pray to the Lord. One to one, just prayers. And the prayers, some prayers can be this, please help me in assisting you. I don't know what I can do, but if you want, you can use me in your seva. Please help me. That is the prayer we have to do to Balaram ji. And as Prabhuji said, Balaram ji is a sevak Bhagwan. He is serving Lord. That means he has a long list of seva. So he knows where to put you, put me, put all of us. So we have to pray to the Lord. Lord, you are having the seva list. मेरा भी नंबर कहीं लगा दो. Otherwise I am stuck in this world. पुनरपि जन्म पुनरपि मरणम खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. थक गया है सब चीजों से. कहीं पे तो मुझे लगाओ. Please. And Nityananda Prabhu, the same Balaram in the form of Nityananda Prabhu is very merciful. He is very merciful. He will put us in seva of the Lord, which will give us supreme joy, not otherwise. With this, I think with this we will end with one. I think it is there. Prayer. One prayer to Balaram ji. So Balaram ji is there is one very nice verse which glorifies Balaram ji. So I will say it, you can repeat it. The meaning of this I will read first so that you understand when you say it. It says, obeisances to you, dandavat to you, O holder of plough. Plough means hala. So namaste hala graha. Obeisances to you, O user of mace. Mace means gada. So namaste mushala yuddha. Obeisances to you, O darling of Revati. Namaste Revati Kanta, because Balaram ji married to Mother Revati. Obeisances to you, O kind benefactor of all devotees. Namaste Bhakta Vatsala. Namaste Dharani Dhara. Dharani Dhara means one who plows the earth. Namaste Balanama Shrestha. Namaste Balanama Shrestha means obeisances to all, the one who is most powerful, Shrestha. What is this? Pralambare Namaste Stu. The killer of Pralambhasur, Namaste to you. Yahi Mam Krishna Purvajaha. Please come to me, O older brother of Krishna. So this is a prayer which glorifies Lord Balaram ji. So I will say it, you can repeat. Namaste Halagraha.
Namaste Halagraha.
Namaste Mushala Yuddha.
Namaste Mushala Yuddha.
Namaste Revati Kanta.
Namaste Revati Kanta.
Namaste Bhakta Vatsala.
Namaste Bhakta Vatsala.
Namaste Dharani Dhara.
Namaste Dharani Dhara.
Namaste Balanama Shrestha. प्रलंबरे नमस्तेस्तु
प्रलम्बरे नमस्तेस्तु
एहि मां कृष्ण पूर्वज.
नाम कृष्ण पूर्वज.
So today, as I said, day of prayer. So Balaramji has two things. One, he has a gada, and second, he has a plow. Plow is used to tilt the land, to make the land soft. When a farmer goes with a plow, he opens the land, and when he opens the land, the seed is put, and then nice things come out. So similarly, today we have to pray to the Lord. My heart is like that hard rock. Again and again that seed of bhakti is coming on that hard rock, but no bhakti lata beej is coming. So I please request you today on your appearance day, Lord, please plow my heart. Please make my heart open so that this seed of bhakti can go and nice bhakti lata beej can come on it. You are coming before the appearance of the Supreme Lord just so that I can strengthen my resolve, I can strengthen my vows. So on Janmashtami day, when Krishna will come, that is exactly next week, exactly the same day, exactly after 8 days. So when someone's birthday is there, what we take? When we go for someone's birthday, what we go with? Gifts. We go with gifts. So what gift we are going to go with to Krishna? What we can give him? Everything is his. So but still, he likes. Everyone likes gifts, right? Even ₹5 ka gift diya, gift diya, so we like it. So Krishna also likes when we give him gifts. Every father likes that his child gives him gift. So we have to give Krishna something. You all decide what you want to give Krishna, right? So what we cannot give any material thing to Krishna. What we can give is our consciousness. What we can give is our sadhana. What we can give is our resolve, our vows. Krishna, I am chanting 5 rounds, I will chant 10 rounds. Krishna, I am chanting 10 rounds, I chant 12 rounds, 16 rounds. I am chanting 16 rounds, Krishna, I will make it more focused way. Krishna, I not read Bhagavad Gita yet. Every day I will read 1 shloka or 2 shlokas of Gita. These are the gifts we can give to Krishna. Krishna came here to give us Bhagavad Gita. He will be so happy when we take this vow in front of him on his birthday that this very message what he came to give us, I am going to read it. हम जब क्लास दे रहा हूँ मैं, सब लोग इधर उधर देख रहे हैं, तो अच्छा नहीं लगता है ना? Whom I am speaking for? भगवान किसके लिए आए? भगवद गीता देने के लिए, हमारे लिए. But 5,000 down the years, no one is reading Bhagavad Gita. What you will feel? यार ऐसे ही जाके आया मैं, कुछ पढ़ ही दे रहा है. But when we go in front of the Lord, I will read your Gita. And whatever I understand, I will implement. You only help me to implement. You will be so happy, right? So we have to take some vows on Janmashtami day. That is our offering to Lord. But we sometimes we feel those vows are so difficult. हमसे होगा नहीं follow करने के लिए. That's why Balaram ji comes. 8 days before, you pray to the Lord. Lord, I am going to take these vows. You only help me. You only give me the ball so that I execute it. So, as I said, all days are very, very, all the appearance days are very prayerful days. We have to be very, very prayerful on this day. Whatever little, टूटा prayer, जो भी है, भगवान को सारे भाषाएं आते हैं. He understands all languages. It may not be Sanskrit verse, Pandit, whatever, but we should pray. We should put that habit of praying to the Lord. सबसे भीख मांगते हैं हम लोग. भगवान से एक बार भीख मांगना चाहिए. Sorry, little hard, but that's a fact. You know, भीख means not only money का भीख, attention का भीख. You know, we wear nice clothes, and if someone don't say good shirt, finish. That shirt is thrown out of the. भीख मांग रहे हैं सभी से, because that is the requirement of soul. सच्चिदानंद. We want to be loved. We want to love someone and to be loved. हम लोग भीख मांग रहे हैं प्रेम का, और भगवान से नहीं मांग रहे. वही प्रॉब्लम है. जब भगवान से वो भीख मांगे, जब हम जप करते हैं ना, we have to pray intensely to Lord. Lord, please reveal yourself to me. Lord, please accept me. That is the right भीख. जब दीक्षा होती है तो भिक्षा मांगते हैं गुरु के लिए, तो ऐसे हमें भिक्षा मांगनी चाहिए. Then that is perfect, right? So I also request you to pray for me. I'm speaking big words, but I'm also in the same boat as all of you all. They have given me this responsibility to speak. That's why I'm speaking. But today we have to be very, very prayerful on this day. So now there will be Aarti of the Lord. Before this, there will be drama. So in this drama also they will show what is the level of devotion we should have. They will show how we should transfer from material desires to spiritual desires, and how at times we have to give up some things, give up our own attachment and go towards Krishna. Very nicely they have done this drama. So when you are doing this drama, you pray that I also become like this, is what they show. And after that, during Aarti, please pray to the Lord. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.